Hello, it's Nienke here from ninks.com, and today we are going to play with the touch of ink. Now this was a celebration item from a couple of years ago, I think, or a year ago, or something thereabouts, but I've really loved the set, and when I'm looking for something, you know, that's easy, two-step stamping, watercolory, springy, I always come back to the set. So if you have this one, you're welcome to craft along. I'm also going to use I think it's a daffodil daydream paper. I also love this paper. I've been using it in so many things. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab, it's a piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock, and we're going to add some background stamping onto this. So here's my block. Here it is, and I'm going to use this leaf image in here, and we're just going to start with some, like I said, background stamping, and then I'll show you. This set didn't come with a die. It was a, like I said, just a celebration item. Did it come with, no, it didn't come with paper, I think. I'm just going to grab another piece. I don't want to mess up my pretty grid paper I have here. Oh, that's fine. We'll just use this one. I'm using, now that we don't have that the Stamparatus grid paper anymore, I'm just using this the normal sheets I have at the bottom, and then just cutting them in quarters. Let's start up here, and we just sort of want something right there. And I'm just going to turn this around to do the other side, like so. And then while I'm busy with that leaf, I'm not going to use the leaf element. Never mind. Okay. Then, where's my, oh, it's early in the morning. I'm still waking up. Not quite sure what I want to do next here, it seems. So it's warm, it's raining. It rained for the past week, which is great. We really needed the rain. So that was great. The grass it looked completely dead, like in white. Totally scorched, and within 3 days it's all green. That is very nice. Now I'm going to grab just our focal point images. For this card, it is the hummingbird and the flower. Hummingbird and flower. Just going to grab, and the sentiment is thinking of you. I'm just going to grab them all out. Oh, and I probably need the two-step stamping part too, right? So yes, like I said, I'm just grabbing a piece of scrap paper. I'll see how this fits. It should fit. If not, we'll just grab another piece of scrap paper. There's a lot of those lying around. I think this was actually a piece from when I was doing all of my multiples. I love the two-step stamping. Oop. So I ordered that trucking. Did you see that trucking along bundle? That's been released in the online exclusives. Isn't that an amazing set? I'm so excited for it. It can be used, you know, for Christmas and for spring and for fall and for anything. And it's also a two-step stamp. So that is always a bonus. And it's got all of those images, like a little beach image and a lot of stuff you can put on the truck. I'm very excited for that one. Okay, so there's the flower and the hummingbird. And now we're gonna do the thinking of you. I have a million blocks right here in front of me, but they all have something on it because I'm busy with multiple projects, man. Here we go. I'm going to stamp the greeting, thinking of you, right here. Now I'm not going to do it right in, I'm not going to stamp it right in the center. I'm going to stamp it a little bit to the right and down. Just sort of, you know, we're going for sort of straight. Right there. Now I hope the shadows isn't getting too bad. It's early in the morning and the sun is coming up and it's shining in my window from there. There we go. I could maybe move my stand this way or something, but like I said, it's too early in the morning for me to think about moving stuff around right now. I'll just try and move this light around a little bit. Okay, so we have that. Let's do these. Anyway, what was I saying? That trucking along bundle is really nice. Looking forward to that. We'll see how long shipping takes this time around. But it's not been bad, I think, recently. So there's a lot of online exclusive stuff happening. There's the bonus days. Bonus days happening this month. If you haven't seen it, for every $50 US dollars you spend, you will get $5 coupon. So that's for the entire month of July. And then you can spend it in August. So you'll get your coupon via email. Doesn't matter if you have multiple orders. So if you have multiple orders, you'll get multiple emails with coupons that you can bunch together. Or if you have one big order, like let's say you have a $200 order, you will get 4 coupon codes, each to the value of $5, and you can redeem them then in August. Now in August, the pre-order for the September to December mini catalog opens to demonstrators, and then it's available. So that'll be a nice time to join if you would like some very nice Christmas goodies. Or then for customers, it will be available in September. Okay, my hummingbird I'm stamping in green. This was, did I tell you, colors? Mossy Meadow for my card base. I'm using Flirty Flamingo for my flower. For my leaves and hummingbird, I'm using Pear Pizzazz because I still have Pear Pizzazz. It is retired, but you can obviously use Mossy Meadow. Maybe stamp, not Mossy Meadow. Old Olive. Old Olive. You can use Old Olive. Maybe just stamped off, see how it goes. But I felt like I have a very juicy Mossy Meadow. The greens this morning. Pear Pizzazz ink pad, and I feel like it works out perfectly. Pear Pizzazz is just a lighter version, right, of Old Olive, and then Old Olive is the lighter version of Mossy Meadow in my world. So you can just use, maybe if you have Old Olive ink, use that stamped off. Or use Pear Pizzazz if you have that, or use, there's the Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, there's different greens. I do also think that even Mossy Meadow is in here. That might be a little bit dark for this. I have ink, Flirty Flamingo ink under my nail, can you believe it? How that happened, I do not know. Okay, now I'm going to show you a very quick fussy cut. I think I have shown you fussy cuts before. So I will just explain. First thing is, the smaller piece you start with, the easier it is. So there's no points for trying to keep the peel going. There's no points for that, and it just makes everything harder, okay? This is very easy. First thing about fussy cutting is don't overthink it, please. Just go with it. Try and keep your scissors still and move the paper with your non-dominant hand, whichever one that may be. The other thing is, don't worry about it being like a little bit closer to the line on this side, or your spacing that you're leaving around your stamped image. If it's somewhere it's a bit thicker and somewhere it's a bit thinner, it doesn't matter. Does not matter when your image is on your card front. Whoever looks at your cards, I will not be drawn to where you miscut or you made a little, indent in here. It will be drawn to the straight stamped edges. So don't worry, don't overthink it. The only thing I think, if I can say, you don't want to do is you don't want to break this line, right? So you don't want to go and cut out a divot out of your image. That I don't think will be great. And you'll see here where this is a very artistic stamp, so it goes over the lines. I don't cut off the green, so you don't want to cut into the color. I cut around the actual stamped piece, okay? And like that is fussy cut, done, easy. Doesn't take a long while. I'll show you this one too, and then I won't show the fussy cutting again. I think I have prepared pieces for the other cards in the set we're going to make. So again, don't think about it. The other thing is, if you have this piece right there, some people like to even cut out that piece. I don't do it. It feels like a bit of a schlep, and it takes longer, and I don't feel like it adds that much value. Like this little bump there, some people would cut into that, cut that corner. It's if you want to and you like that look, or it's absolutely fine. You craft at your own, with your own style, but it's not, I don't think that it will add or take away from the piece in the end. Ooh, we've got the sun peeking through. I'll see if I can do something with that just in a little minute. I'll try and move it over here just for now so that you can see the fussy cutting. This is really not a hard image to fussy cut, like you can see. And the leaves, I don't think I'll show the leaves. Maybe I'll have, I think I have all of my leaves prepared, but it's exactly the same way. There we go, just like so. Okay, let's see if I can sort out the sun for a minute. There we go. That looks better. I hope it doesn't mess with my color, but it looks good. Okay, so those are the two images we need for this card. And because this is a photopolymer stamp set, you need some cushioning, so I love my Stampin' Pear's mat for that, and my silicone craft sheet for gluing, if we can find it. Here we go. Okay, now this will come together very quickly. I have a piece of soft sea foam that I embossed with one of the retired embossing folders. So it's this little one. It came in a set with some other greenery. For the life of me, I can't find the name now. Let me know in the description box if you want me to look up names of these things for you, even if it's retired, or if it's fine. If you just like to watch it, will take some extra time, I think, to look for that. So the other thing that happened was 50% off Paper Pumpkin sale. So I got those little dies for the Welcome In set. I'll definitely, as soon as my dies come, I will make some alternative projects with that. So this embossed piece I just put at a little angle. So as soon as my Welcome In Paper Pumpkin dies arrive, I will make some alternatives with that. And I'm also thinking of maybe taking them out of the Paper Pumpkin, just using the stamp set. There's another idea. If you want me to do alternatives that doesn't involve the kit, so let's say you made your Paper Pumpkin kit, you completed everything, you don't have any cardstock or bases or whatever elements left. Do you want me to make some alternatives with the stamp set, the paper pumpkin stamp set, and then, you know, like show you something you can do with that little stamp, mini stamp, outside of, you know, with other products that you can still get. Let me know. So I just added, this is the 2 papers from the Daffodil Afternoon, and I just put them at a little angle. Let me see if I can get you measurements like here, and I would really appreciate this like and a subscribe. That helps me with my YouTube algorithm and helps me bring you more videos. So that's 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 for the embossed piece. It is 3 by 2 for this bigger piece, and 3 by 1 1/2 for the smaller piece. Okay, now that we have that down, we're going to put our sentiment on this. I'm going to put this down flat because I want to pop up my hummingbird, and this is going to go almost in the middle, maybe a little bit, a smidge to the right. And you can see that I made a little oopsie with my die cut. When I die cut this, I went to the edge of the paper. Absolutely fine. I'm going to cover that right now. So if you sometimes have a piece that you've had it not totally straight in your machine, it's fine. Just use it and cover it. Digging for dimensionals. That should be a thing. At least it rhymes. Digging for dimensionals. Found them. Wasn't too bad today. I'm going to put 1 dimensional right there. And add a little bit. Like, do what I say, not what I do. A little bit of glue right there. Did I finish my story about the paper pumpkin? I think I did. So I did order a refill kit of the Welcome In, and I did also order the dies, and there was a Christmas set that, oh, Santa something, that was there from last year. I need a bow. I didn't add a bow to my little bag of goodies, but that's fine. We have some right here. When I checked the clearance rack last, and there was a clearance rack refresh, it wasn't big. They just added some element. What's very nice is that I almost said dwarf. It's not dwarf. The little gnomes. There we go. The gnome set, that calypso coral and blue and whatever sparkling gems, are very cheap. They're $1.25. Now I didn't check it recently, so it might be not there anymore, but that I thought was great. There's also some gold axe ephemera and stuff that's very cheap, and then a lot of dies. Those little treat box dies are $16.50 or 16 something. That I thought was a really good deal too. So if you haven't checked out the clearance rack, like I said, no guarantees on what will be left by now, but there is some good stuff. Where I was going with that story is that when I checked the clearance rack, this ribbon was still available. So if you like it, it's a Flirty Flamingo. It's a very nice ribbon. I like the shimmer and the shine. It's a bit hard. I would say a bit hard to tie. Not really. It can be let's go with it. Can be a bit finicky every now and then, but it works perfectly. I use that on all of these cards because I thought it fit so beautifully. Okay, let's add. Now the sun is coming through. It's going to scooch up a little bit so that I'm in it. Now let's put the hummingbird like it's just about to take a sip from that flower. Like, let's go like that. And did I put, yes, I did put glue on his little beak. Glue dots. Gonna grab a glue dot. Maybe, yes. For the ribbon, put this stick your ribbon right onto the glue dot. It also secures it very nice. And then I'm just going to add this right somewhere there. And then what I used for this set of cards, there's two what's this, people? Embellishments. I used the black on the other two cards, so you can decide if you, no, okay, the black matte dots was on clearance a while ago. If you still have some of them, you can use them. If not, I'm going to use this was also the 2022 to 2024 in color matte decorative dots. Now this specific pack is not available, but there is a new, I think they're calling it ombre matte dots, and it doesn't have the purple, I think. So it has the sweet sorbet, the parakeet party, the Tahitian tide, and starry sky, I think it is. But these was close together. You can use them interchangeably, and there's 4 of each size in the pack, so you can still get this. It's in the annual catalog. Okay, I just grabbed my catalog real quick to show you. So they're right there, you see. So you get 4 each, and it's like, it's an ombre, so it's lighter and darker, lighter and darker. I love this. I'll show you now. And it is what, $8 for 160. That's a good value. I like that. Oh, I wanted to order these with my order, and they was not available. It was very, very sad, because I wanted to use this for fall, man. Anyway, okay, very sad, but they're coming back. Very happy. Okay, if you want to use the black, these are very cute. What are they? Oh, classic matte dots. So you can get, won't be able to see. Anyway, classic matte dots. These ones. You can use that black, and I like the matte too. Okay, anyway, here's an idea for embellishments. Like I said, the ribbon is still available, and you can use it with another stamp set you have, or another DSP. Just change up the colors. So for this one, let's use this, and I'm going to use the lightest one, because I feel like that coordinates perfectly. This one may be a bit dark, but you can still use it. But we are going to use, and you can use how many, 3 or whatever. I think with the ribbon right there, it sort of forms your that interest you're looking for anyway. So I'm just using 2. I know they say odd numbers, but sometimes other pieces works with it to form your odd number. I'll put that away later. So there we go. That is our first card. Ooh, and I did stamp the inside for you. I always do that, but I forget to do it on camera. And I have 2 more cards coming right now. So if you think this is the end, no. I just took a piece of very vanilla, that's 4 by 5 1/4, and I just stamped our same little flower image right here. I usually put it in this corner, but I like the straight edge that has there, so it felt like it needs to be on the left, not the right. So we can add that to our card inside. Ooh, there's a nice shadow right here from the sun. Sorry about that. There we go. Inside, pretty. Outside, and then you also always want to decorate your envelope, right? Very vanilla envelope with, so coordinating envelope with this. Okay, let's move on. This was card number 1. Let's move on to card number 2. Okay, I have all my pieces. Oops. For card number 2 here. The card base again, Old Olive. I have a piece, same piece of soft sea foam. Same thing, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then I have a piece of vellum that I just die cut with the, I I think it's a stitched ovals, but you can find any oval. And it is about, I would say 3 1/4, about 3 1/4, maybe 3 1/2 will work too. Already stamped our sentiment and add the little Flirty Flamingo hole reinforcer. For that, I have a piece of that Flirty Flamingo ribbon, which is, I would say, 4 inches, folded in half. And I'm going to show you a clever trick. Just fold this in half like that. Put it through the hole from the front to the back. Pull it through. Open up this little loop right there and scooch the ends straight through. Now here's where I said this ribbon is a bit finicky, because if you grab one of these gold strands, they will pull out. So try not to grab the gold strands, and then just carefully like wiggle. Is that a technical term? This piece while pulling gently and evenly on your 2 ends, and you will get a perfect little thing like that. So that's our sentiment strip right there. I already stamped the leaf and the flower and fussy cut them because I showed you that already. And then I have 3 pieces of the daffodil afternoon 1 1/2 by 3. Okay, and this should be quick with the sun shining brightly. Oops, I didn't do my background stamping. Oh no, let's do that quickly. Grab our block and our image and ink and this. There we go. Okay, now this is going to be a horizontal card, so I'm turning my card base this way, checking that I have it the right side up, because I have stamped it the wrong way around before. Note, ink it up nice, and let's do this one first. Yes, I want this little stem not to hang in thin air, so I'm gonna try and get that off the edge, and the rest doesn't matter. There we go. And the bottom part, same thing. I just want that little piece off the edge, not floating in midair. Done. And close this. And I think now we're done with the stamping. Need our silicone mat. Wondering this way. Just, I don't think this embossing folder has a right way. Ooh, if you can't find this embossing folder, there's a very nice one, floral one in the annual catalog that will work just as well. You find anyone with little leaves or branches or butterflies or whatever, or just the that painted one will work right too. Let's find it quickly. So I think these will probably work. Maybe this one, this not so much. Maybe that one will work. What I was thinking about was this one. This one will work as well. So there's a couple. Oh, that one will definitely work too. So the country blossoms, the painted texture. This one is very directional, so I don't know. Okay, those will work. Now, I'm with vellum, you want to be careful when adhering it, because you don't want glue on the spots that's going to show. So I'm going to put my flower and leaf element more to the left. So I'm going to keep my fingers where I don't want glue. And then I know I'm going to put my sentiment over the bottom. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right there and down here, because I know that part's going to be covered, and that will keep the vellum. You don't need any more glue than that. And I'm going to center this top to bottom, left to right, just like that. The reason for the, that's not right. I want to do my, hold the phone. I want to do these first. I was just saying that the reason is I didn't want to cover my DSP with another element, but I needed an element to ground my focal point. I need a shape to ground my focal point, and I didn't want to cover. And then I forgot my DSP. Not gonna work. Okay, add an angle, and then this, I'm putting the two darker images on the sides and the pink. What is the seam? Oh, because I wanted to move it down. This one is sort of straight in the middle. So I'm gluing them cascading down, sort of like that. Well, that's the idea anyway. And now there is still enough glue on this. So we're just going to center this right in the middle. There we go. So now you will see that you can see the glue through there, right? It's not that bad. If there's like a little spot sticking out, it'll be fine. But there we go. That's our background. And now we can put our focal point images on the top. Just going to add some glue here. Now this one I want to be more free, so I'm adding this right there, little leaf, and a flower. Oh, flower, I'm going to add a little bit of glue just to this piece because it can be finicky, and a dimensional here. I think that's the only place. One dimensional right there. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna cut this piece off right there. So just cut it off. And have that go right like so, like if it's part, you know, like sort of it flows out of the same branch. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals because there's already multiple layers right there. I'm not even going to bother putting something there. I'm just going to add two dimensionals here, and this part will be supported by this knot and these thicker cardstock there. So thank you so much. He's going right sort of in. I'm trying to center like this space and that space on the other side to be about the same size. This one's a bit bigger, but that doesn't matter. Okay, and it's sort of straight. Now we're going to add our bling. Again, you can use these, you can use the matte dots if you have them, or I'm going for this one, going to use the black. I still have some big ones I want to use up from this pack. Put one right there, and a little one right up there, like so. You could put maybe another one on the other side or down here. If you put one right here, that'll be nice, or right there. I'm gonna go with it, just the two. Okay, so that is our second card. Isn't that pretty? I've had so much fun with this. Okay, last one. Oh, wait, again, I think did I stamp the inside? Oh, yes, I did. There's the envelope, whatever you want to call it. So we decorated, so the previous one, we decorated with the flower to go with the hummingbird and the flower, and this one I decided to take the leaf. Let's add this to our inside. Doesn't that just make it complete? So I just line up my bottom and sides like that, and then it should be fine all the way around. So that's inside, outside, inside, and our envelope for card 2. I'm going to gather my supplies for card 3 and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my supplies for the 3rd card. Again, it's going to be a landscape, and I already did our background stamping. Then this is a piece of, again, you can decide whether you want to use that side or that side. I'm going to use the darker side. I felt like it did better with the contrast. For my focal image, it's 3 by 3, and the other piece I'm guessing is 3 by 1.5. 3 by 1.5. Yes, I cut these a while ago, so I can't really 100% remember all the measurements. So what I usually do is I do my design and then I cut out all of the pieces I want to use for the amount of cards I want to make for my store or for a client or whatever. And then I put the pieces away, and then when I'm done with all of that, or in the middle, I'll do a little video. That's just the way. So I can't always remember exactly what the sizes were, but I'll try my best to give it to you as we go around. Okay, so I have this piece right there, that piece at a little bit of an angle right there, and again, soft sea foam embossed. It's 3.5 by 2.25. Check the orientation of your embossed piece if it has one. This one doesn't really. There's some butterflies. Oh, there's some butterflies going up, but then there's some going sideways too, so I'm guessing it doesn't matter. Okay, and this is going straight in the middle, centering left to right and top to bottom. There we go. And I have our leaf image here. Again, I'm only popping up one thing. Okay, so the leaf image is going almost straight in the middle, just like so. That looks good. And then I'm going to show you a little trick using tear and tape. Here is our piece of ribbon, and let's grab this. It is, I would say, 3.25, so 6.5 total piece of ribbon to be 6.5. I'm going to add a little piece of tear and tape right here where I want to stick my ribbon, like so. Take that off and then this off. And now I just folded the ribbon, okay? So just fold it right in half. I cut the edges like at an angle. Position your ribbon the way you want. And then just adhere it straight onto the tear and tape and secure it down. Now you might think that if I lift this over, it'll just flop off, but it doesn't because it's secured right here. But just to make sure that this doesn't flop over and we lose our sentiment. Oh, I stamped this best wishes on a tiny little scrap piece. We have millions of this lying around, right? It's a 1/2 inch piece of scrap, and I have this punch from the new catalog, which I cannot remember the name of. I don't take time in memorizing the name of my stuff. I'm very visual, so I just know what I want. So it's the Happy Labels Pick a Punch. There we go. I'm visual, so I see a little picture of this punch and I know exactly where to find it and how to get it, but remembering the actual words, okay. I'm going to use this little scallop border, punch that way. Isn't that so cute? Doesn't it go perfect? Felt like it's the perfect element with this butterfly. There we go. Let's move that away, that away, that away. Look at our beautiful sentiment now. Cutesy. Okay, I'm going to add some tear and tape to the back of our sentiment, like so. Again, I'm not popping up my sentiment because the ribbon already serves as dimension, right? You could if you want to, but that's going to add, I feel like, unnecessary bulk, but Again, there's no wrong or right way in crafting. You just do what you like. Let's move this out of the way. Okay. Now I'm going to center that in the middle of my ribbon and in the middle of lining it up with the bottom edge over there and middle of the ribbon. Now the ribbon is secured to the bottom and to the sentiment, right? It's not going anywhere. Okay. Butterfly, butterfly. Going to add a dimensional right there on his body, and one up here, and one right here, and one more right there. Almost done. And then I'll show you the whole set together. That's so beautiful. There we go. It's going to go right, standing on this little leaf right there, like so. And again, I'm going to use the black matte black dots, which you can find in that multi-pack. Yeah, let's put one there. And a little one right there, and then I'm going to add 3 on this one. Like I said, it doesn't matter, you pick whatever looks good to your eye. And let's do, I think I have the inside again. I decided on the leaf. If you want to do the butterfly for your inside, it's fine. Inside, I just line up the bottom edge and the sides, and then if you put it down, it will be good. Inside, outside, isn't that so beautiful? Plus, we have envelope decorated same way. So there's card number 3. Let's pack all of this up and bring them in for you. Close the glue. So there is card number 1, 2, and where's 3? 3. Okay. So isn't that a pretty set? Absolutely love it. Okay, so thank you for crafting with me. If you made it to the end of the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I will really appreciate that. And again, on my website, you can look at these cards, make use of my card sending service. I'm a bit behind on listing them on my website, so if there's something you see that's not listed there yet, you can just use the text number and text me. Sign up for my paper pumpkins. Like you see, I do my paper pumpkin videos, alternatives, and I'll probably start doing some additional things with the paper pumpkin stamp sets if I have enough people interested. Okay, I will just see you in the next one. Bye-bye.